Hey y'all, welcome to Nat and Grace Revelations. This is Tarot Tia. This is a reading for Leo for Gemini season. May or may not resonate. I do offer personal readings. The link to the site is in the description. Leo, I think you maybe have been in your feelings and had a really bad attitude, or been dealing with somebody that was in their feelings and had a really bad attitude. And you may feel like you've been really fake or funny acting, or this person has been really fake or funny acting. And kind of like coming out of that chapter of life, but feeling like you may have burnt bridges, or these people or this person has burnt bridges in the process. So if this is not you that burned these bridges, somebody may be seeking your advice, seeking to connect with you for advice on how to mend a relationship with somebody. But in all honesty, I think this is something that you may not want to be a part of, or that others don't want to get involved with, you know? Talia, something like that. I think the truth just needs to be told. Jessica, is what I'm hearing, is that somebody was in a place to where they were trying to intentionally cause people to not to get along so they could become the center of attention, if that makes sense. Like if they cause friction amongst this group and this crowd in some type of way, amongst in this family and this team and this relationship, then they will get more attention. They will get more money. They will get more time. They will, you get what I'm saying? So it's almost like dirty macking. That was a real big factor to where somebody was like throwing shade to shine. Or they're in the process of doing that because they want the attention that somebody else gets. And it's not right. Work, family, friend, or romantically. So somebody is attempting to throw another under the bus. And it's almost like they're abusing their power or authority by doing this. And they're going to wind up really sad because of it. Because it's like, why are you trying to throw such and such under the bus when that's somebody that you're supposed to be loving unconditionally, or showing love to in a situation, or that has shown you unconditional love? They come across as fake, you know? And it's like, you can't project that onto others. Like, this person is fake, or they were being fake and funny acting and like verbally just not really emotionally available, from what I can see. Not say maybe giving the affirmations that somebody may have been looking for. Just not really speaking life into others, or whatever this may be. And now they seem ashamed of how they've been talking to somebody or about somebody, because it's been mean. You know, it's been really mean. So they want to know, like, how do they get cool with these people or this person again after saying all these mean things, or posting all these mean things, or talking all this shit, you know? But it's like, not by denying that they were doing it, Tanisha. Not by denying it. You get what I'm saying? It's like, if they take accountability, maybe things will work out. Maybe things could progress here. But I don't know, Leo. It just seems like somebody has to accept that this relationship is over because they severed the tie. You know, they just were talking too much shit. Leisha, Nisha, anything like that. They were talking too much shit. And it's just like, yeah, like you really like, they brought a lot of sadness into others' lives, or made somebody feel like they aren't a part of the team, the group, the family, the social circle. But they were doing this intentionally. Like, you're intentionally trying to ostracize that person or make them feel uncomfortable to be around. And now they, again, just feel some type of way. And it's like, well, what do I do? Don't lie. Tell them, do not lie. F feels like a really big factor. F or PH, you know, that sound. It seems like they finally see things from a different perspective and they want to be cool again. But it's just like, I don't know, they are fake. Like, this is just so disloyal. Like, they're so disloyal. But I think they were acting like this because they were broke, you know? It's almost like somebody who was moving like an opportunist, or somebody who felt like they weren't getting enough attention. They felt like, you know what I mean? They weren't getting enough attention, enough likes, enough love. Enough, they weren't, you get what I'm saying? So they went and were disloyal here, or being shady, and they regret doing it because it's like it ruined an opportunity for them for good. So it's like, what do I do? You know? But they still can't accept how much of a snake they are. So it's nothing that can be done here. I think this person just has to change instead of trying to move back into other people's lives as if they're loyal, faithful, committed, dedicated, solid, queen, Quan, anything like that. They're not solid at all. They're shady. And now it's like all these relationships are falling apart just because they are competitive, in all honesty, because they're competitive. And it's just like, this is just ridiculous. Like, you caused all this friction and all these problems because you were being competitive. And it just seems like you have peace in your life, or whoever this is. If this was you, you're doing this, and this person has peace in her life. And I think you're understanding that. Like, y'all have been projecting a very nasty, hateful energy onto something or somebody because you feel that inside of yourself, or you felt that inside of yourself. And now this person seems to kind of like almost be like this free spirit, to where they're just gliding away, flying away, floating away, but it's peacefully. You get what I'm saying? It's almost like they're an angel now after being mistreated. So I don't know if this person is deceased or what, and everybody was mistreating this person and talking crazy about this person before they died or something like that. Or that's what's about to happen. They was talking crazy about this person, treating them bad as hell. And then it's like, then they die, and they feel crazy. They feel crazy about how they treated this person because they fell out for no reason. It's like all of these fallouts, all of this drama, all of this fake behavior, all of this cattiness, whatever. It's like it pushes someone out the way, out the picture, and then they seem to be permanently gone after that. So I don't know, however that'll resonate here, Leo, but I think it's best to check on your loved ones. I think if this is you, I think it's best to stop being so mean and hateful to these people or to this person, because they're not going to be around anymore. Like, whether this is like through death or just spiritually, it's like their spirit is ascending and they can't be around this toxicity, these low vibes, this hatred, this negativity. It's just entirely too much. So I think I think there's this family that wants to support somebody that they have not been supportive of at all, but this individual is hard as a rock now. And they feel like these people are gaslighting them into being cool again, because it's like, you get what I'm trying to say? It's like, I'm afraid to get cool with y'all again. I'm afraid to hang with you again. I'm afraid to be around you. Like, I'm afraid. So I would rather protect myself than to act like everything is all cool, or to act like we friends. I would rather not be around you than to act like we're friends. We can be cordial. It ain't no beef. It ain't no hard feelings. But like, these people were entirely too fake, or this energy was just too fake. But I think it's because these people, or this person, was in their feelings because they felt like their life wasn't going in the way that they expected to, or their relationship, or something that they had going on, like their career and finances. It just wasn't going as they expected it to. So they were cool with talking down on others. And it's just like, dang, like, you talking bad about them because you in a bad position. You looking down on them, but you're in a bad position. You talking crazy about them, but they love you or showing you unconditional love. And it's just unbelievable that they could try to expose somebody like this, or, you know what I mean, make some hate somebody like this and target somebody like this. And it's like, you know what I mean? It's showing how disloyal that they are. Like, you doing that to somebody that has shown you unconditional love, or somebody that you could trust. You know what I mean? Whatever this is, it just seems like there's this guilt that this individual is feeling. Tish, anything like that. Teach. There's this guilt that they're feeling because they caused all these fallouts and these problems and sadness and depression and pain and sorrow, and it was dead wrong. It's dead wrong, but they're still trying to keep this all a secret. They're trying to keep everything a secret, but I think it's because of how much they were gossiping behind somebody's back, how much they were gossiping. And like I said, just talking down on this person. It's almost like they don't even want them to know that they were talking crazy like this, or it's hard for them to accept this. The guilt that they're bearing is heavy because of how badly that they were talking about somebody before they released themselves from these opportunities, relationships, or this physical realm. So it just seems like there's this chapter of life that's ending, where others get to spread their wings, while the people that have been untrustworthy get to watch. And they get to wrestle within themselves because they understand that this individual is taking flight and deserves it after all the sabotage. Quitty, Quinny, Quitney, Quitney, Whitney, anything like that. Winnie, Whitney, Winnie. They deserve to spread their wings. They deserve to be free. You know, I think this was malicious. And these people were in places and spaces to where they were cool with acting like this because somebody looked happier than them. They looked like they were at peace, you know. And I don't know why that just bothers people so much, you know. That'd be the demons. Like when they see a light inside of you and you radiate that everywhere you go, they darkness can't stand it. And they tried to put this light out. That was their goal. Infinity is what I heard. They were trying to put somebody's light out. Mics. And now it's just like, why? Why? Miguel, Mike, Max, Mags, anything like that. Somebody gets to go be happy despite everyone's opinions of them. Tremaine, anything like that. Evans, Evan, something like that. Have, something like that. Thank you so much.